with holes in his jeans.
He's just a normal person.
Yeah.
Yes, very normal.
You're right, because he went in with a Van Halen shirt the other day with jeans at the shop. Yeah,
Van
he had like
Halen?
an old school Van Halen or
Really?
some kind of band shirt, like just like street clothes.
Yeah, Anthony's good people, dude. He really is.
Yeah. 505 Uncut. We're back live, guys. Well, not live.
He keeps saying live, but
Sorry,
we're not live.
Next week.
Yeah, welcome back, guys.
Yeah.
We got a special guest, my really good friend, Tommy Ray King,
In the house.
hailing from Farmington,
Much
New
respect,
Mexico.
guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, I asked you over, brother, because I know you're a pretty successful man, and I know you came from hard times, and we just wanted to hear your story and who you are and where you came from, and tell us how you made it.
You just never know you did make it, though, bro. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you get on this high kick, you're still down here with the normal fellas and everything. You don't realize you make it until other people tell you make it. You know what I mean? It's really weird because
You didn't see it that way.
I don't, dude.
You
like
still
I
don't?
No, dude. Money don't make who I am. I make money.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. I don't hang around different groups of people just because I have something. I hang around the same old people every day. Same old people. If you don't see me with one of my cousins, I'm by myself.
You don't change who you are.
No, dude, it can't change
yourself.
you.
Yep. Much respect, dude.
And just so everybody knows, Tommy Ray, he's a contractor. He builds mostly spec houses, or
I build custom specs, whatever.
you build anything.
Motels, built motel.
Mini malls.
Mini malls, strip malls.
I've done it all.
You've done all kinds of building.
My grandpa was a builder when we were growing up. He built adobe houses.
Oh, wow.
So we were the ones. No, I was wondering why he had so many children. Now I know. Because we're the ones stacking them, trimming them, breaking them.
Good plan. You don't want to pay. You don't want to pay anybody.
Yeah. So we did all that work, and there was my mom and dad had on both sides. They had 12 brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
And I had so many cousins. We didn't really realize that we were related to half of Farmington because my grandpa had 12 kids and he kept us together. And that's all we stuck together until we were grown. Until my grandpa died, is when I realized that we had cousins out there.
Wow.
You know, in the same town we lived in. It was amazing.
Wow. That must have been kind of surreal.
It was unbelievable because one of the kids that I knew, his name was Sashay, and I played basketball against him since I was third grade. And he was a big kid, and we were all little, and he was big in third, fourth grade. He was the biggest kid. The biggest crybaby. We used to laugh at him because his dad was real mean. And then when my grandpa died, his grandma went to the funeral and said, I bet you got a cousin that you went to school with. And I said, who? She said, Brian Shea. I said, no, I know a Sass Shea. She said, that's him, but we call him, his name is Brian. I said, we went to school the next day, Monday, gave each other a hug, and we've been buddies since.
That's cool.
And they're really successful people.
Wow.
Really successful. Because he's half white and half Spanish, and we didn't know him on our Spanish side. They were pretty loaded, did pretty good for themselves.
Damn, that's crazy. What a small world, huh?
It's real small.
Dang, man. So, tell us about like your first like house, getting your first house sold, and start building your.
Well, that's a funny story because
fortune.
I was working at Smith's down here in Albuquerque at 448, and I got fired.
How old were you?
I was about 29 years old. And I got fired from that job, and I had 2 houses in Farmington, and I told my dad, I'm going to sell them houses, and I'm going to try to start building houses. And my dad says, if I were you, I'd pay that house off in Rio Rancho and just get you a job. And I didn't listen to him that one time, and thank God I didn't, because it's been very good for me since
you started there. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, like I say, if you do good things, God will bless you. You know what I mean?
You had that gut feeling, and like, no, I gotta go this way.
Went with it, and yeah, it was a lot of backbone sweat, but it paid off eventually. Looked for partners all the time. No one wanted to be my partner, you know what I'm saying? And then once you got over that hump, everyone wants to be your partner, you know?
Adios, mi old michelada mix, brought to you by David Salazar. $2 off per bottle. Use code 505Uncut and check out redbearmix.com. Adios.
I know it's meant
I got tongue tied.
Yeah,
gotta
I
make
love
it
what
perfect.
I'm doing. He's
Yep.
not going to affect me. I don't let no one affect what I do, what my decisions
the quality of your work.
Or period, dude.
Yeah.
Besides work, just life in general. You know, you're not going to make me do something that I don't want to do. You know, a lot of people got a habit of blaming everybody for their downfalls.
Yeah.
If they would just take their time and go look in the mirror, they probably had something to do with that downfall, but they don't want to realize that. They want to blame everyone. If
Yep.
you take
Yeah,
your own
man.
medicine, you could move a lot further in life, man.
Yeah.
If you accept who you are, you can move a lot further.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
It's weird
And
how that
like
works.
you said, take responsibility for yourself.
For your
shit that you
actions.
do,
For your own actions.
For your actions,
Yes.
you know, you're your worst enemy 99% of the time.
Yep.
Things happen. Think about how it happened. If you had any faults to do with it, most people do. But when you don't accept your faults, then you can't accept what really happened, and that's a no-no. You know, you stay going in reverse, bro.
Yeah,
you
you're
can't
spinning
go
your wheels,
forward
yeah.
because you're in denial. You know, eat your medicine. You can go forward.
Yep.
You know, and a lot of people don't like to eat their medicine, bro. It's
Yeah.
always everyone else's doing.
Let me ask you this: did you ever have to take a big risk in your life, where it made you like really nervous and you weren't sure what was going to happen?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
every day of my life, brother.
every day you're still doing it. Are you still doing it?
Not. What I mean by that, every day is I never have no recuperation time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I just finished the strip mall. I started that when I was broke.
Mm-hmm.
Finished it, got it leased out, and now I'm trying to start a motel, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm still broke. You know what I'm saying? I've always got goals. So I always start stepping and chipping away at that goal, regardless what, if I have money, if I don't have money, you know. A lot of people, when they get money, they want to go spend it, go on a vacation and stuff. I don't. I reinvest it. I sit on it. I put it in some dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Where I'm
the more that
Yeah.
you do that, the more you're not going to have to worry about things when you can't work anymore
Exactly.
or don't want to work anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and some people are going to work until they're 6 feet under.
Oh yeah, some people will work themselves into the grave.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like maybe not for everybody, but for a lot of people, I think you know how everybody says, "Oh, what's the meaning of life and why are we here and this and that." I think it's like two things. One is the pursuit of happiness. You know, we always got to pursue happiness to try to be happy, whether it's love, finances, or whatever it may be. Everybody's
floats your
different.
boat.
And also we got to figure out what we're gonna do when we can't work anymore, because everybody's got to work. But what are you gonna do when you can't work? What if a accident happens and you break your foot or lose a leg or lose half your finger? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
What are you gonna do then?
You got to be prepared.
You got to be prepared.
Yep.
And the only way you can be prepared is putting eggs in different baskets,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
and just keep going. A lot of people give up on what they do. You know, I've been working ever since I can remember.
Yeah.
I've been working ever since I worked at A&W when I was in 5th and 6th grade, flipping burgers, bro. You know, cleaning the Pizza Hut parking lot, selling Spud Nuts up in Farmington. I just always have been working, always just chipping at the bit, always.
That's funny you say about flipping burgers and cleaning parking lots. My dad has a funny story. Maybe we'll get him on here one day, but I don't know if he ever told you, but he used to live by Circle T in Belen. Mm-hmm. Are you familiar with that?
No.
Well, it's the next town, 2 towns this way, real small town, and there's a burger joint like right next to his house. He said he would go inside, get the ketchup and the mustard packages, go outside and squish them all over the sidewalk, and then he'd ask the manager if he could clean it for a burger. Then he'd go out there with the hose and clean it, and they would give him a burger.
Give him a burger.
Yeah.
Whatever works, man. Those burgers.
He's
must have
got
been
me
pretty bomb.
thinking now. See? How can I go get me a free Bob's Burger? You
Yeah,
know
for
what I
real.
mean?
No, yeah, your dad's awesome, bro. I remember when he hired me over here, gave me a job and taught me a lot about the marble business and stuff. And even though I got fired by him too, but it's a long story.
Hey,
But-
don't worry. Me and Anthony go at it too.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I love Anthony, dude. He's
Yeah.
good people, and we talk. You know, we feed off of each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He always tells me, "That's pretty good thinking, Tommy."
Yeah,
You know?
you do
'Cause,
know.
you
He
know,
says like
yeah,
that. No,
you
you
do
do know, huh, Tommy?
He always tells me that, you know, because we sit there and talk, and he'll say, he'll call me up, he'll say, "Hey, Tommy, thanks for having my back, bro. You're the only one who had my back, you know? But I didn't necessarily have his back, but I just told him facts from fiction,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, Anthony can't walk on water.
No.
And neither can we.
No.
You know, at the end of the day,
We're all
I'm not
mere
your
mortals.
judge and I'm
Yeah.
not your jury. And that's another thing people's got a lot of fault is they're too judgmental.
Yeah.
They're always worried about what's in your backyard. Who gives a shit what's in his backyard?
Yeah.
Why don't you take care of your backyard?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, what's going on over there?
Men don't
It's
have
nice.
pride no more. You know, when I went and got my divorce from my first wife, I didn't go in court. I asked her, what do you want? She wanted half of my strip mall, and she wanted a house built.
This is your ex-wife.
Yes, she wanted a house built in the country club. So I gave it to her. So she gets $6,000 a month, and she got a house that she don't pay rent. I have no bills on. You know, people say, well, you did good. How come you did that? She's my wife. She's got 4 children of mine, dude. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, you know what? I remember talking to you about that.
Yeah.
We said earlier, but I'll say it again so that way everybody can hear. You know, I've mentioned that I went and watched the John Jones fight that one time,
Yeah.
a few times on the podcast.
Yes.
Anyways, on the way out, while I was telling you, DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, was sitting right behind me. And dude, I wanted to go say hi to him, and I don't know, I just didn't have the balls.
wanna do
I don't
it.
like to like bother
Intrude,
celebrities.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's been a few
Because they get it all day.
Yeah, they get it
yeah.
all day, and I don't want to be that guy. But I did want to get a picture just to make you jealous. But I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I was this close. But anyways, I was looking when it ended. I was all looking for DDP like that, looking for DDP, and I hear, "What's up, doggy?" Because that's what you say, no?
Uh-huh.
What's up, doggy? And I look, and I was all, "Oh shit, Tommy Ray!"
That's
We were
badass.
both sitting on the floor level.
That's badass. You guys ran into each other over there.
Yeah, it was cool. And then we hung out the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was so cool about it is everyone says, you went up there by yourself? I tell them I was born by myself.
Oh,
You
you
know?
know what? Another thing, yes, exactly that you said that. And another thing that you told me that night that really like inspired me that I never really thought about before is you said that you're so successful because you love yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that's number one rule, dude.
You gotta love yourself.
You know, people. I went to a BET Awards up in California.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go get my 13-year-old daughter from the motel room to ask who them people were. And I didn't know who no one was. They said, you didn't know who that was? I said, nah, dude. I got one hero. His name is Tommy Ray. That's me, you know?
That's
I don't
badass.
idolize things,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I love cowboys. Sorry, guys. But I'm a cowboy fan. But, hey, you don't go to my house and see nothing but cowboy stuff all over. I don't idolize things like that, you know? You know, you see beautiful women on TV. I don't got a favorite on TV because, I mean, what are they going to do for me?
Yeah, that's what I think about the women on TV too.
You
like,
know?
yeah, they're gorgeous and
But,
stuff, but
I mean,
I'm not all head over heels. I'm never gonna meet her anyway.
Yeah,
so what
or
difference
she's
does it
not
matter?
going to like me anyway. So
Yeah,
what's the difference?
exactly.
I just don't idolize nothing, bro. If I don't take care of me, I can't take care of you. Period.
Yeah.
If I don't take care of number one, I can't take care of number 2 and number 3.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I'm number 1, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and that's ours too.
That's
you
awesome
know?
advice, guys. Yep.
You know, you have
Sure.
to. You have to. How? You know, while you're trying to take care of me, and you're not taking care of yourself, you're going to be dwindling down and dying, and you're still trying to take care of me. Well, how does that work?
How's that work? You're just gonna kill yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, you have to take care of number 1, and that you're number 1. You know.
Real quick, speaking of how he did want to bug DDP, like, Machete. What's his actor's name?
Oh, what's that?
Guy that plays Machete.
Yeah, Machete, babe. What's Machete's name?
His acting name.
Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo.
Yeah, Danny Trejo.
One day we're at Village Inn right here in Manal, and he was there eating breakfast, and poor guy, I was like, oh shit, it's fucking Machete. And I fucking got up to go say what's up to him, and I was like, oh, hey, sorry to bother you. And he was cooler than fuck, so cool. He was like, hey, dude, nice to meet you. And I was like, I'm just a fan, just want to tell you what's up. But I fucked up because then everybody was in the Village Inn saw that I said what's up to him.
And then everybody
And then
got in
everybody was
line.
all, so the poor dude had to
Everybody
get his
got in
breakfast to
line.
go, bro. And he was fucking like bailing. And he kind of like looked at me like kind of fucked up, like, you fucker, you messed up my breakfast. But I couldn't hold back though, because I got like in Albuquerque, you don't really see that, or now you see a lot of actors, but back then I didn't really
Yeah.
see that many actors.
I met Lou Diamond Phillips at the Sandias,
Oh shit.
and when he came to the table, he had been drinking a lot because he was loud. I'm like, who in the hell is this loudmouth son of a biscuit, dude? and everyone's whispering, and then they finally told me that's Lou Diamond Field. Who the fuck's that? They say that's off of Young Guns, the Indian. I'm like, oh,
La
that
Bamba.
is.
Richie
So
Valens.
Yeah.
as the night went on, he sobered up because you can't drink in Sandia sitting there. So all of a sudden, he's sober. 5 a.m, I done busted out, and he says, anybody going towards the, I forgot the name of that motel right there on San Mateo and the freeway right there. And now it looks got the Indian designs and stuff on there real nice. It used to be the Howard Johnson, I think.
The MCM.
MCM.
Is that the name of it right there? So he said, anybody going over there? And I said, yeah, bro, I'm going that way because I was staying at the Durian. So I gave him a ride over there, and he was a real nice gentleman.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he gave me an autograph, and we sit there and talked. I asked him what nationality he is. He's like 4 different things, dude.
Yeah.
You know, I thought
Yeah.
he was Spanish, but he ain't even got one.
Well, he's played Spanish,
Yes.
Indian, all kinds of different things.
but he's
hasn't he?
Oriental and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But he's not Spanish.
My sister met him too, and she said he was awesome. Like
He's-
really
he's-
awesome.
Yeah, he was pretty cool.
That he gave her a picture and they hugged her and everything. She said the guy that was a kind of an asshole was Aquaman. Was the actor.
Oh yeah, I forget his name, but yeah.
That she went to go meet him to get an autograph, and he was kind of an asshole with everybody. He was just signing shit and not been talking to the fans or nothing.
Yeah, I've met a lot of people, you know, a lot of famous people, and it's really super cool meeting them because some of them are like his dad, down to earth
Just
people.
down to earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's so awesome, you know. I mean, me and Anthony will walk in a restaurant and we're talking loud. We're like, we're the only ones in there.
Yeah.
You know, and everyone's looking at us and we just start laughing, you know, because we're just down to earth, just 2 guys just going to eat some lunch and
Yeah,
picking
you
each
treat him like a
other's
human
brain.
being, like a yeah. That's badass.
It's super
And
cool.
that's, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, brother. I was gonna say, but that's one of the things that a lot of people don't realize. They think that people that have money, that are like millionaires and stuff, are like these different beings that we never see and never
Like you
meet.
said, you
Most
guys
of
are
them
getting
are, though.
idolized.
Most of them are. Most of them live in a bubble and they're too good for you.
Yeah.
It's them humble people like your dad
Yeah.
that are down to earth, that got more money than most of them people that you think have money.
That
you
you
know,
think
it's
have
so
money.
amazing.
Yeah.
You think they have
don't
that
flaunt
money.
it.
And you
There's
meet
no
you meet
flaunting.
a guy like this, or you meet a guy like my dad, and they're just completely normal people,
Yep.
but totally
I'm
successful
loving the
in
Chucks,
everything
bro.
that they do.
All
Fucking-
24/7,
dude,
bro.
those are
Since I was a
badass.
kid.
Love those fuckers, right? So I was like, oh shit, those are badass.
Oh yeah, you were even wearing Chucks. We were trying to get into a one of those fancy bars in
Vegas? Oh, no.
They were all, not with the Chucks, man. Not with the Chucks.
Oh man, that's funny.
We had a good time though. Huh?
Yeah, we had a really
we
good
got
time.
a limo and we was in
Yeah.
there.
And the
sipping
limo
on
was
gin
taking
and
us up and
juice.
down the strip.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Badass.
It was
yeah.
pretty cool because it was unexpected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, I didn't expect to see him. I said, "Who you with?" He says, "My woman." "Who you with?" "By myself." Let's roll. You know?
Nice.
I was all for real. I was all,
catch up.
let's go, let's
catch
hang
up.
out.
And people freak out on me because I go to places by myself. You know, I go to that big event by myself. I
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
you know, my wife.
Dude, most people won't even go to the movies by themselves.
Exactly.
And you went to one of the biggest UFC events that ever happened by yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
People always ask, "Have you ever been in a gang?" No. What is a gang going to do for me?
Nah.
What you want me to tell you what a gang's going to do for me? Get me in trouble.
Get you in trouble.
I got 12 guys to testify against me. You know what I mean? My mom was our gang members, and my mom was no joke. She was a strict lady, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
She taught us a
Did
lot.
I was gonna say, what did you ever tell him about when I mean you were in Vegas and our limo pulled up that one time? When,
You tell him. You tell him.
so he was getting
I was
married to his
getting
first
married
wife, yeah.
to my ex-wife. Yeah.
His ex-wife,
to my,
yeah.
my boy's mom.
And so he went all out. We got all limo, and I was his best man, and so we are all dressed up and we're waiting there for our fucking limo. No, and it says it's on its way.
Remind you, I'm just a 21-year-old little punk kid. You know, what I
Yeah,
mean?
both of
I don't know
us.
nothing
We're little
about
kids.
ordering no limos or paying
Yeah,
for no
understandable.
weddings. I don't know none of.
But Daniel was like, "This fucker's gonna be bad, bro." He said it's badass on the phone, and it's fucking gonna be legit. So then I was telling him, this badass limo drives up first. No, we're all, yeah, that's us right there. And it kept going. So we're like, nope, that's not it.
That's not it. That's not
And
it.
then we hear like fucking backfiring,
That's it.
and here it comes, bro. The fucker was
It's
like
one
a
of those
fucking
square Lincolns.
Yeah, square
Remember
Lincoln.
the square Lincoln?
I think
Almost look like the ones that carried the people for the coffins.
right. right?
Hey, it was almost the same thing. No?
I think one of the doors was painted or different too, and it was a ghetto fucking
it was so
limousine.
good. And then we were all, oh, please don't let that be us. Please don't let
And
that be us.
the dude pops up and he's fucking
all,
running around the fucking
Padilla, Padilla 4. And he's all,
He opens up, fucking had to wiggle the back door. There we go. There we go.
But you guys probably had a blast, though.
oh,
Did you?
we did have a
Yeah, we had a
blast.
blast,
We
yeah.
had a
You know.
blast. Dude, it was like a memorable moment.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
priceless.
Yeah,
You know,
priceless.
them are the priceless moments.
Yeah.
We're driving down the strip, and the fucking door handle or the handle on the door was hanging down like that, bro. It was just swinging.
The headliner was starting to come out a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah.
Hey, but check this out. If them things didn't happen, you guys wouldn't be sitting here laughing about them right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's some good times.
That's,
bro.
Yeah.
that's
I think that same night we were in the stratosphere and we saw that lady lose her shoes. And then we're eating dinner and then we saw the 2 shoes fall.
Oh,
out the
yeah.
window.
You know, in the stratosphere, they got those rides
Bro,
up on the top.
yes.
We saw some shoes go, phew.
Thank God they didn't have a body to
I
go
know,
with it.
thank
you know?
God.
For
Yeah.
real, for real. For
Because
real,
in
for real.
Vegas, it's weird because everyone talks bad about Albuquerque, and I love Albuquerque because if you notice, you hear a lot of bad things happen here, but you never see it. You go to Vegas, you see a lot of bad things happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Albuquerque, you just hear about it. You know, people don't realize you put yourself in a bad position, bad things happen, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know?
Absolutely. That's what I try to teach my son,
You
my
know?
oldest son.
You know, it's not
Don't
that
put yourself in
it's
a bad
not that your
situation.
son caused any problems. He's
Yep.
probably the innocent one.
Yep.
But that's who usually gets hurt is the innocent one.
Yes.
You
Wrong
know what
place,
I mean?
wrong time.
Wrong. Put yourself in a bad place. Bad things happen.
Yes.
Yep.
And we
Yes.
gotta realize
You got to
that.
like really set yourself up to be. I mean, there's situations I'm sure where good people get put in a bad situation without them even knowing or thinking about it. But a lot of these kids put themselves in a bad situation right off the bat and they're willing to do it.
Yeah.
and not realizing
And not
the
realizing the
consequences. Later.
consequences.
Yes.
To try to build a
I
name for
went through
themselves
that,
or whatever.
You know, when I went through a murder charge way back in 27 years ago, I learned that the hard way. You know, 4 guys come to my house, boom. They tried to attack me in my house. I ended up stabbing 2 of them. 1 passes away, the other one lives. That's the only thing that I've ever regretted in my life is taking another man's life.
Yeah.
Out of everything that I've did in life, and which is a lot, I don't regret because it made me who I am.
Yeah.
You know, once you realize the bad from the good and you separate it, it makes you who you are. You know, it makes
Yeah.
you the real man that you are.
I
Did-
can't even
when-
imagine like what you were going through at that moment when you were going through that, when you knew you took a man's
Young,
life.
dumb, and full of cum, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Scared to death after.
not really. I mean, you're young and dumb and
Just-
Yeah.
nothing
Didn't give a
scared
fuck,
you, you
yeah.
know. But when you sit back and you realize what you actually did and what's going to happen, then you start opening your eyes, you know. I liked what Daniel said earlier. When he turned 35, for some reason, that's a magical number for men.
Mm-hmm.
They're so immature. And I was around 26 when this happened, and I still didn't grow up
Yeah.
until around 35. I started opening my eyes. It's just weird about men how it's a good thing and then it's a bad thing because we got that childish
Yeah,
mindset.
we do,
you know,
bro.
we're like, we don't want to grow up and don't
Yes.
realize that.
And
we
it doesn't
have to
ever
grow
feel
up.
like you're ever going to grow up.
No,
Yeah.
you know, I'm 54 now and I still feel, you know,
Yeah.
my body don't feel it, but
Well, you
my
look,
mind feels
you
it.
look really, really good
You know
for
what I'm
54,
saying?
man.
Yeah,
you don't
I
even
wonder,
look
bro.
54.
No.
You look about 38.
Thank you there,
I say
sir.
about
Yeah.
38.
My new
37,
best
bro.
friend.
Yeah, I'm serious. I was just telling him I just turned 40 like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I feel 40.
I'm
He's
jealous
like,
about both of your guys' hair, man. Shit. Mine's going a little, it's retreating down my
It
back.
happens.
And that's one thing a lot of people don't realize, dude, is if you don't take the time and admit your downfalls in life, that you're just going to keep continuing down that road.
Yep.
You know, and it's not a very good road.
Yeah.
You know, have you ever heard that saying, you make your bed, you got to lie in it?
Yeah.
People don't understand. You can change the sheets, brother.
Yeah.
You know, you made your bed, you lie in it. You're not perfect.
Nobody is.
I'm not perfect, bro.
Yep.
Hey, don't dwell on that. Just move forward, bro.
Yeah.
Don't dwell on something.
And there's nothing you could do about what happened yesterday.
No, there isn't.
All
Nothing
you could do is just look forward and
bring yourself down, think negative, you know. And
yeah,
a
you could do that.
Negative
Yeah.
atmosphere is no good for no one.
No, bro. And that's when you lose yourself in darkness, bro. And sometimes you'll never find yourself out of the darkness.
No,
Yep.
no. And that's a no-no, you
Nope.
know, because I don't talk about people who do drugs or who are alcoholics and all that stuff because we got to sit there and think, I could have been in his shoe. Thank God I'm not. Thank God I changed my life, but I could have been in that gentleman's shoe right there.
Just touching what you said earlier about not judging people.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't
dude.
judge other people.
You can't.
You don't know what people.
You know, I've made fun
going
of my
through.
mom the way she talks because she talks backwards. Don't ever make fun of your mom talking backwards because guess what? You're going to be talking backwards. You know what I mean?
I
And
talk
that's-
backwards. You make fun of me all the time.
Yeah.
It's comedy, bro. It's comedy.
But you know what I'm saying? My mom makes me laugh the way she talks. I like to trigger her to say a few words.
Yeah.
Because they'll crack you up every time,
Yeah.
you know? It's hilarious. But then I catch myself talking just like her, and I'm like, dumbass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't do
the
that.
Homer.
Yeah. It's amazing. My mom and dad are still together, and they're one's black and one's Spanish.
That's awesome.
Wow.
And you think it's awesome, and then you go meet them, and it's like,
How many years,
yeah,
brother?
Shit, over 55.
Damn.
And you think it was awesome, and then you go meet him, you're like, damn, them two just started dating or what? Because they fight like cats and dogs. It cracks me up, you know. And then you drive by, and they're both sitting on the porch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you
Can't
know,
live with each other.
That's
Can't
awesome.
live
You have
without
both
each
your
other.
parents, so yeah.
Yeah. My
And I
dad,
think that's the way it kind of is.
my dad's 81
Yeah.
years old,
Wow.
and
You're blessed to have your parents for so long.
yeah, my grandma just died, and his mom just died, and she was 105.
Wow.
We
Dude,
just
what do they
buried-
call that? A centennial?
Yeah, we just buried her, dude.
Wow.
And she was one awesome lady, dude. Wisdom. That's who got me to quit drinking. You know.
I was just
sorry
going to
for your
ask you
loss,
that. Did you ever drink or do drugs?
Yes, I did.
Yeah?
I did things I wasn't supposed to.
Did you do it in excess?
No and yes and
Kind
no
of, yeah.
and yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could sit there and think no, but you ask my wife and she'll say yes.
Yeah.
So I'm not in denial on none of that stuff because, like I said, what I've done in the past is who made who I am right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how my ex-wife put up with me, but she did. But who got me to quit drinking was my grandma. She was in Farmington 13 years ago, July 25th of this year. And I got drunk for 2 days at my shop, partying. I come home, me and my wife get into an argument. And my grandma said, Tommy, you need to quit all that drinking. I said, all right, big mama. This same day, this is a true story. One of my friends called me. He just got out the pen. And I said, hey, what's up, bro? Talking to him. I said, what you doing today? He says, I'm going to AA because I got to do it. I said, I'm going with you. Drunk as a skunk, high, you name it. Walked in there, walked out sobered, and never done it again.
Yeah.
Never done it
Congratulations.
again. I didn't get a DWI
Did you continue to go to AA
for 2 months.
for 2 months?
And then I didn't like that either because
It's another high.
well, they're like drunk high. Dude,
Yeah.
they're
They're
dry
smoking
drunks,
cigarettes
dude.
and
And they
slamming all
talk about
kinds of
all their
coffee
parties
and-
and all that. And I'm
Yeah.
sitting there thinking, dude,
I don't want to think about that.
uh-uh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know they're dry.
I felt the same way because I went to AA before and I felt the same way. It's
Yeah.
like, it's just about rehashing the past.
Having someone to having someone to talk about how you used to get fucked up. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
And then what made me quit going to AA, this native guy sit there and said that on the 12-step program, they tried to get me to do the 12-step program. And one of them is you have to go tell everyone you're sorry about you hurting them in life and all that. And I'm like, I'm not going to tell no one I'm sorry because they were probably acting up just like I was. So
Yeah.
who cares? I'm not going to bring it up. And this native guy said, yeah, I walked up to this guy and told him, hey, bro, I'm sorry for screwing your old lady. And I'm like, I'm like, this dude, I want to bust him in his mouth just listening to him say that.
Yeah.
I wanted to kick his ass, and I don't even know what couple he was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just him saying that
Made you upset. Yeah.
I never went back to AA meeting ever again because I didn't, I wanted to quit, I quit. My wife drinks to this day. I got alcohol. I got a bar in my house, 2 bars. I haven't touched a drop. 13 years, July 25th of this coming up year, be 13.
Damn, man. Congrats on that.
How many bedrooms is your house?
4.
4?
But they all got
It's a huge
they
house,
all got
no?
it's over 5,000 square feet. They all got their own bathrooms in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I got the guest house.
And you got a guest house that's like 3,000 square feet or something, no?
4,200.
4,200?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you got almost 10,000 square feet on your property.
Yes.
And a pool.
It's built-in pool. It's
Built-in
inside
pool.
of the guest house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people go over there and they look. And people don't know about my house unless they go over there. And then they're sitting there staring at you. You know, because they don't expect someone like me to be living in a house like that. But I don't ever tell no one about my house because it's just material stuff.
Is it hard to keep it clean?
Oh, God bless.
Do you pay people to clean it, or you do it
Maid
yourself?
service or-
Every 2 weeks or something, but I'm pretty clean, dude. I'm telling you, if you knew my mom, you'd be clean. We know how to clean, we know how to iron, we know how to cook, we know
Yeah.
how to wash clothes. We know how to do it all, dude.
Yeah.
My mom taught us all that stuff. Me and my 2 older brothers, they're really good workers. My mom and dad have never had to support us.
Yeah. That's something to say right there too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad wasn't around as much as my mom was. My mom was a really super firm mother, and she brought us up. She didn't leave us at the babysitter's house. She didn't leave us when she was going to a dance. She took us with her. When she went anywhere, she took us with her. She was really hands-on mom, and that's what I learned. That I was the same way with my children, and I have 7 children, and I was hands-on. You know, I don't want them to go spend the night at your house and learn your guys' bad habits.
Exactly.
I want them to know my bad habits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, no drinking pop. My girls never slept over no one's house because if they did, if something happened to my children,
You would never forgive yourself.
exactly, because it was my fault.
Yeah. What if you went and sent it to some people's house and the damn dad was a pedophile or some shit?
Never know.
You never know.
And I would never accuse you of that.
Yeah.
But I would never let my
You
child
never let
sleep at your house
the
either.
situation happen, like putting
Yeah.
yourself in a bad situation.
Never.
Yeah.
You can't do it, dude. Because them are your children. If you don't teach them, who's going to teach them?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Huh? Nobody's going to
Nobody.
teach them because no one loves them like you do. You know, a lot of parents say, oh, yeah, I love my children, but they give them candy all day long. Their teeth are all rotten. You love your kid in a weird way.
Yeah.
But they still do love their children. You can't sit here and say they
No.
don't, but they love them in a weird way. I love my child so much, I'm going to make them brush their teeth 2-3 times a day. I'm going to make them not drink Cokes. I'm going to keep them with me all the time. And now my girls, they used to get mad at me. Now they keep their kids with them like I did. They don't let them drink Cokes. Their
'Cause you taught
teeth
'em.
are all good. No, silver, you know what I'm saying? It's just amazing that if we don't teach them, who's going to teach them? You know?
That's very true. Yeah. Because
advice. Yeah.
they're just going to learn from bad influence.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. People take the easy way out. Oh, yeah, mijito, go ahead and stay over there all weekend.
Yeah.
So they could do whatever they want.
So they don't have to think about
oh,
it.
here, let me buy you a phone.
Yeah.
so you
here's
can play
here's
games.
an iPad for a little
Yeah.
5-year-old.
Yeah.
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 My kid, you know, my little son, he's so awesome. He can run and do flips,
Yeah.
you know, just without a
Like a tumble.
trampoline.
A tumble.
He don't need nothing, dude.
Yeah.
He could
Gymnast.
do it right in here. He could do backflips. He could do it all.
Damn.
Because I keep him outside, dude.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep him
Can't beat that.
outside.
You know, brother, just to backstep a little bit, I wanted to elaborate more about what happened to you with the murder and stuff, if you don't mind. What I wanted to ask you was, did it ruin your life for like 2 years? Or however long it took?
No, it didn't ruin me. It made me stronger. What it did, you know, it made me have more compassion for people, for human beings.
You
You
learn
know,
from it.
because I was mean. I was a mean person. You know, and it is what it is. You know, and I just learned a lot. You know, it's hard for you to believe this, but I had to go see a psychiatrist, you know, while I was going through my first-degree murder trial. So I went to go to the psychiatrist, and every day he was giving me them pills out of his office because I had butterflies, anxiety,
Yeah.
all that crap. And one day my wife woke up and she says, Tommy Ray, I had a dream. I'm like looking at her like, a what? She said, I had a dream of Willie. And I said, oh, yeah? She said, yeah, he said he forgives you. And everything went out of my body, dude.
Really?
I got the chills just telling you that.
Wow.
Everything went out of my body. Because she was like a bruja. She felt things and she knew things, you know. It
Some
was-
people just have
they
that
do.
that
That
sixth
sixth
Yeah,
sense.
when she said that he forgave me, everything left my body, dude. I didn't have nothing. I was good to go from that point on, you know.
That's
and,
awesome, bro.
You know, and it's just, you know, everyone needs God when they're hurting. And that's when you need God, when you're hurting. And then as soon as everything's okay, we forget about God. And that's not right.
That's very true, too.
You
That's
know what
true.
I'm saying?
That's very
when
true.
our lives
Most
are
people
going
only
good,
pray when they need something.
yes, when our lives are going good, we don't even pray, dude.
Yeah.
You know, we're supposed to pray when our life is going good.
Yeah.
So you learn a lot, you know, getting older. But once again, like I say, it didn't click until you get like 35, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what's so tough about it, because I was young, dumb, and just not caring about nothing, you know? I mean, just not caring, dude. I was really surprised I lived that long, as old as I did, because
You're going so crazy.
Yeah.
I just didn't care, dude.
Yeah.
I wasn't one of them guys that would
No
go
fear.
pick a fight with you, but if you pick a fight with one of my buddies, I'm gonna take care of it for
No
him.
fear.
Yeah.
Just
live
didn't
with
care.
no fear.
No, nothing. I'm not afraid of nothing, dude. And that's the scary part. You know what I'm saying? It scares me not being afraid of something.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh.
Another thing that you had just said that, and I noticed, and I wanted to say it too. You see this guy, and he's got a pretty rough exterior, you know? He's a good-looking guy, but he looks like he fucking knocked the shit out of you, or he would.
Yeah.
But he's such a sweetheart. This dude's a fucking good guy right here, bro.
Yeah, you can.
100%.
I can sense it, bro.
Thank you.
100%.
Hell yeah.
You want me to tell you
Yeah.
what happened to me on taking another man's life? What I've done in life to help people is I paid for a lot of funerals.
Mm-hmm.
You know, donated money for funerals, and when people don't have food, I pay for a lot of food. I do a lot of stuff like that, and I learned that from taking another man's life. I took away from society, and I want to give back to society.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was coming through Albuquerque, me and my wife and my kids. My wife was already mad at me for paying for this one people's funeral, but I didn't want no one to know about it.
Yeah.
I didn't tell no one.
That's
But
that's another best way to do it, too.
And-
It's
and-
not, don't tell nobody.
They told her.
Yeah.
So she got mad at me, and we get in a big old fight, blah, blah. Long story short. So we come up here to Albuquerque, and we're driving right there by Bob's Burger, and they were having a car wash there. And what's the car wash for? How much does it cost? They said it's a donation. One of my uncles got killed. Guess what his brother's name was? Anthony Padilla.
Really?
Oh,
Yes, I just thought of that.
Yeah.
But anyway, he had passed away, and I said, I'll donate $100. You guys wash my truck good. Don't scratch it, because it's brand new.
Yeah.
So I give him $100, right? And I'm driving down the road, and something hit me. And I looked at my wife and my kids, and I said, hey.
We got to go back.
I said, you guys want to pay for that funeral? And all my kids and my wife say, yeah. They started yelling,
Really?
yeah. So we turned around, went over there, and I told that guy, I said, hey, I need that money back. I said, I'm kind of broke. And he turned around and he told all his relatives, hey, he wants that 100 back. And I started laughing at him. I says, who do I need to write this check to? I'll pay for the whole thing. I did that. I do not know how they found me. About 3 months later, 2 months later, we get a letter in the mail with a card. Like 6, 7 people wrote in there how we changed their lives forever.
Really?
Awesome. That's
That
it.
was the
That's awesome.
blessing of everything, dude. I couldn't even look at the letter. My wife was crying, my kids were crying, and I
Yeah.
walked out of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was a
'Cause
tear
you ain't gonna
jerker.
cry.
No,
Yeah.
it was a tear jerker, bro.
Yeah.
It's just, them are the things that I get out of life now, is
Yeah.
helping someone, you know,
Yeah.
trying to do my part. You know
And
what I'm saying?
Especially when the people are thankful too.
Especially when
they're
they don't
thankful
ask.
and they don't ask. Yes.
You know, that's the ticket. When they don't ask, I volunteer. When people come up and ask, I kind of like start wondering, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's really going on?
Yeah, because, you know, a lot of people mistake your kindness for weakness. And I'm not weak. I know how to say no.
Yeah.
You know, and people have to know how to say no.
Yep.
I leave it up to like I don't give all kinds of charity like that, but you know, you especially in Albuquerque, you get hit up by a bunch of bums all the time that are asking for money, and I only give when I feel God tells me to do it.
Isn't that so weird?
Is it? Yeah,
Isn't that
God
so
like
weird?
tells
Because
you got to give that person
you'll
money.
see 100 of them in
Yeah.
a day. And then all of a sudden you'll see this one, and here you are kicking them down something, and you're
Yeah.
wondering, why'd I give that clown? I just seen 20 more down the road,
Yeah,
and I just
somebody-
gave this
yep.
guy something.
It's just a feeling.
It's
Just a feeling.
You know, and that's one thing people don't understand. Your body talks to you.
Yeah.
And when it talks to you, you have to listen.
Yeah.
You know, and that's one good thing about my business and me being successful like I am. When I leave you as a customer, I don't sit there and think about you. That tells me I didn't do nothing wrong. We're good to go. When I lay in bed and I say, oh, shit, man, I shouldn't have charged Daniel that $3,000 for this and for that, it bothers you, and you know you did something wrong. Your body will tell you, and if you listen to your body, you'll know. I mean, because you'll get different kind of customers. I had this one Chicano guy that he thought he was the slickest dude in town. And he hustled me on his house. But since I'd already gave him a bid, I obligated, you know, and
You
he
stuck
changed
with
it. He changed his garage. It made his garage like 1,300 square feet, bro. I said, all right. So then all of a sudden he wanted to do his tile all in the living room. I said, hey, bro, that's going to cost some extra money. And so he goes and gets his attorney, which is a good friend of mine. And I said, hey, I'm charging him $1,800. And he says, why? And I told him why. And he said, all right. He made his client pay me that $1,800. You know what I did with that money? Went to Sam's Club, bought all kinds of food, and took it to Old Aces Church in Farmington and donated it.
Yeah.
It wasn't I wanted his money. It was the principle.
It was
what
the principle.
he kept doing to me, and his money wasn't nothing to me.
You know how I can sometimes I sense that coming, because you'll see how somebody will come in and they'll be like, oh, I want, like I do granite countertops, right? I want the backsplash all the way up to the bottom
of the
cabinets, and I want lights, and I want this big old nice fancy sink and this and that. And then when we get ready to do the job and we go make the template, they change everything. I want a short this, or I want a price. That's what they say. I want a price on the short backsplash and the regular sink and this and that. And then you give them the two prices, and then they tell you, do the big one. And then I already know it. That's a hustle right there. Boom. Because we're going to do the big one, and they're going to say, that's not what I said. I wanted the small one. Yeah. That's happened more than once.
That happens to me in the paint business too.
Yeah.
They pick one color and then they would say they want the other color when they pick the certain color.
That's where your vice president, your the old president Trump, that's where he made the most of his money. It was like that.
Yeah.
That's exactly how he made the most of his money, is screwing small contractors like me and your dad and yourself.
Yeah.
By telling you the same thing. Hey, I want you to go come
Bid
and
me
do
too.
this concrete job. I want you to do it. Then all of a sudden, I don't like the way that looks. I'm not paying you. Now I'm just going to give you, instead of the $300 I owe you, I'm going to only give you $150. You either take it or we'll go to court.
Yeah.
What do you do?
it.
That's a lot of people that like that. And that's wrong, dude.
Yeah, it is wrong.
And that's
Get like a
that's what I
hustle.
don't
That's
like.
the kind of shit that keeps me up at night.
It doesn't keep
Getting
me up
hustled.
at night. You know what? I hate to say it, but you might get punched in your mouth if you do that shit to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
for
went
real.
to jail from customers.
Yeah.
Because of that same crap, dude.
Really?
Dude, I do not mess no one around.
Yeah.
See, people don't understand. When I give them a good deal on a house, it's only because I'm using you as a filler.
Yeah.
I'd make my money on my spec homes
Yeah.
that I buy a piece of property, build a house. That's where I make my cash. So if he come up and wanted me to build a house, yeah, I'll just go a little above, and his price is way better than anyone else's price, and his house is well built.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't make my money off of you. But then when you come and you start trying to hustle me, like these two houses I got going right now, their quote was $140,000 higher than mine on one, and 120 higher on another house. And mine was 120 less, bro, on one, and 140. And then people still try to hustle me. And I'm like, dude, where do you think
Dude.
I'm making the cash at,
Dude,
bro?
yeah.
I'm giving you the deal. And that's beside the point. I do extra rebar in your whole foundation. Do you see how
In
your
the
dad's
bones. You put them in the bones, and that's where it matters.
and wood? Dude, I don't get callbacks on houses. I don't get callbacks on houses because I put extra money, extra time. I never get callbacks, bro. Once a blue moon.
I was going to ask you this. I know I asked you earlier before we started. You said you got about 5 houses going right now. How many houses do you think, the most houses you've built in 1 year?
Probably about 50.
50?
Yeah. Yeah.
But down, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
All over New Mexico.
No, mostly Farmington.
Mostly in
Farmington?
Farmington. Yeah, because you remember I told you I was a stalker. I used to run the crews in Smith's at Wantabo in Central, or is that Tramway in Central? That's Smith's down there. I ran that one. I ran the one on Carlisle and Manal before they shut that down. Then I ran the 448. So I worked in grocery store. I knew how to run them back rooms, and I organized my houses the same way. I don't let my house sit there for 3 days waiting on someone. There's always someone working in there. You know what I'm saying? So I organize it, and it works really super good.
Yeah.
And I got customers right now that are repeat customers, and I've never advertised in my life, never. You know, it's all
Because you do kick-ass work. That's why.
and it's a word of mouth, and my prices are way cheaper.
And like you were saying, the love.
Yes.
The passion, the love in the work, and you're satisfied.
Yeah, you're irrelevant to me. That's my house.
Yep.
At the end of the day, you might pay for it, but that's still
That's
my
your-
house.
yep.
Yeah.
Your name's attached to
And
it.
if you don't have no pride in what you do, bro, what do you have in life?
Exactly.
Yep.
You know, it's about having pride. You know,
Dignity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
honor.
Let me ask you this serious question. We've been asking everybody that's been on this season. You're a fight fan, right? You know most of the fighters, UFC fighters. Okay, Max Holloway against this guy. How long do you think he lasts?
Well, it depends on how much they're going to pay him.
I told him one of our episodes. I asked him about going one-on-one with Holloway,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh man, you get knocked out right away." And I go,
I
"No,"
told him that too.
him-
It'll knock me out.
I go, "Not UFC, bro. WWE. How long can I take him in a wrestling match?"
That's it. Yeah, he was talking about
But the
WWE.
storyline, I need the
not-
storyline, bro.
Not UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were watching the fight with him. Who was he fighting that night?
Oof.
Man,
Kellerman. Keller.
Cater. He
We-
took him
I've been
out,
waiting
man.
to go to another fight with him
Yeah.
and his wife because we had such a good
We were
time.
supposed to go to the
The
Mike
last
Tyson.
one, yeah.
We were going to go to
Oh,
Mike
yeah,
Tyson. Remember I
Tyson,
told
yeah,
you?
But
yeah.
the tickets, this
They
COVID.
didn't sell them, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're starting to again, but
Yeah.
let's wait till there's a good one again.
Yeah, and
I
have
know,
fun.
Let's do it. I'm down.
Usman and Burns tonight.
Oh, that's tonight?
tonight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's a
UFC.
good fight going on.
And I
Yeah.
think they're letting a few people in, I think, in Vegas.
Yeah.
Dress
Yep.
up, though.
Okay.
Dress up, though.
You gotta-
Okay.
you
So we
gotta
can go to the
listen
club
Hey, hey,
afterwards.
how about if I just have my clothes after the fact? You know?
Yeah, that works
Yeah.
too.
Don't wear your chucks.
The Chuck T's.
He's
man.
wearing the
She's
chucks to the
already
fight.
heard it.
He's
No.
wearing the chucks to the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, so let me tell you, I told you guys earlier, I went to the BET Awards.
Yeah.
And I had to go get my daughter to tell me who this was.
Yeah.
So Suge Knight walked right up on me, dude.
Yeah.
Him and his entourage, dude. I mean, he had like 20 dudes. They weren't big dudes at all. They all had Tupac shirts.
He
Long one.
was the big dude, huh?
His bodyguard he was the only one. His bodyguard wasn't dressed like them other guys were. And the bodyguards come up to me because I'm telling you, I didn't know who Suge Knight was. I'm standing right there, had the big boots on, hair braided up, and I'm just standing there, and they walked right up on me and expected me to move. Well, I'm not moving. I was standing here. You know, you walked up on me, and he stopped. I mean, you're probably a little further than he was. He
Yeah.
was a little closer, and he grabbed this beautiful black girl, and he grabbed her by her hand. He's sitting there talking to her, but he's acting like he don't see me, but he's like seeing right through me. And I stood right there and listened to the whole conversation, never moved a bit. But his bodyguard was a huge son of a gun. He was short and huge. Suge Knight was about my height, it looked like, maybe an inch, and he was pretty big too. But it was just funny. My daughter's the one who had to tell me who it
That's
was.
Suge Knight, Dad. Damn.
Yeah.
Is he in? Is he
He's
in
in
prison?
prison.
He's in
He's in prison right
I
now,
think
right?
he got 28 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Long overdue.
Yeah.
You know,
he
I
should have
mean-
got that a long time ago.
Yeah, he should have. He's
Yeah.
just running amok. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah.
It's-
You can't treat people that way, man.
no, you
No.
can't,
Treat
dude.
people that
You
way.
know, you can, but there's places for you. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
What he did to Vanilla Ice was awful, bro.
Oh, dude, that was nothing.
Was-
You
I know
should
nothing,
see
but
what he
still.
did to a bunch of other people.
I know, but I seen
Oh, yeah.
everything. But
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice were hanging him over the balcony and taking his music though. Now he don't get paid for nothing with that,
They,
right?
I heard they were saying that him and all his bodyguards would piss in cups and make the dude that they were beating up drink them,
Wow.
like multiple glasses.
Well, there was a bunch of cops right there, and they sit there and stare at Suge Knight. When Suge Knight moved this way,
They went with
They
him.
moved that way, and
Yeah.
they sit there and stared. When he went up into the BT party, you had to pay $200 to get in there. They followed him up in there.
Wow.
And my wife told me, if you go up in there, I'm divorcing your ass. So I couldn't go.
Yeah, you couldn't go?
Nope.
No, I couldn't go. I stayed on the outside looking.
That
at
might have
all
been a
the-
good one. That might have been a good thing.
Yeah, you know, you got to respect the wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
They know better.
no, not necessarily.
Not necessarily,
I'm not
but
gonna
in-
say
in
that.
moments.
It's just, you know, happy wife, happy home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Less
saying?
stress.
definitely.
Wives are really important that we don't give them enough credit for because they work 24/7s. They take care of our children. They take care of us. Even if they sneak and watch soap operas, they're still working, doing something. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We don't give them enough respect, love. And that was one of the hardest pills I ever had to swallow when I had to tell my kids I was a good provider, I was a good daddy, but I was a lousy husband. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wasn't a very good husband. And that pill didn't go down too good. But the only way I can correct my mistakes is
Try again.
telling the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowing
Telling the truth.
Knowing what I did wrong.
Admitting your
Admitting your
fault.
faults.
And that's how I'm able to be a good husband to this wife I have right now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Even though if you ask her, I'm not a good husband.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
not asking her. I just know myself.
just
that,
know.
you know what I'm saying? I just know that I'm not a bad person to her.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't beat her. I don't go out on her. I don't party. You know, I don't do nothing. But you ask her, and I'm the worst thing that she's ever met. You know?
Hey, man.
You know,
Sometimes that's just the way a cookie crumbles.
period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the way the cookie crumbles, brother.
Yeah.
Win some, you lose some, but you learn to fight another day.
Yeah.
Well, Tommy Ray, my friend, it was really interesting and really cool
Tommy,
to talk
yes.
to you about your life and everything that you've
Appreciate
been through.
you guys.
Is there
Really
anything
do.
else you'd like to add?
Well, you know, I like what you guys are doing here because, you know, this is something that you said that you've been wanting to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something, it's not a dream, it's a goal, bro. You have to
Now
go
it's a
after
goal.
the goal, yeah.
It's not a dream anymore.
Yeah, dreams come too easy, brother.
Yeah.
They have to be all goals because it makes it better for you. And you'll go, if you only have to take a little bite out of it, take a little bite out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then go back and get another bite.
Yeah.
Keep going.
get these
Think
gears rolling.
positive. Keep going forward. And it's amazing how you hear all these people from other countries and say that the United States is a land of opportunity. It really is.
It really is.
The only difference is we're such a spoiled ass race
Nobody wants to do anything.
that they don't want to do nothing, and we
Hey.
don't realize that it
I
is
agree.
a land of
100%.
opportunity
Yes.
here.
My
You
new
know?
motto is stop talking and start walking.
Exactly.
That's my new motto.
And you want me to tell you something? There's a lot of discriminating people around here. I'm not talking about Albuquerque at all. I'm talking about up in Farmington. A lot of people that are racist and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what I tell them is, you don't owe me nothing, but I don't owe you nothing either. Just let me live, and I'm gonna go get mine, dude. I don't need you to help me get mine. I just want you to leave me alone and let me be. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, because people don't understand walking in a black man's shoes, bro.
Yeah.
They don't. No one understands it unless you're a black man.
Yeah.
No one understands unless you're a Chicano.
Yeah.
You know, no one understands unless you're a gringo that walk in them shoes. You only can judge what you walked in, dude, not everyone else's, because everyone's got a story, bro.
Let me get your
Yes.
opinion on something before
Yes.
we end this. What did you think about all those white people storming the Capitol?
If it was us, we would have got shot.
I
Yeah.
agree, 100%.
No, there's no doubt about it.
No
if
doubt.
it was Chicanos and BLM
blacks.
lags,
Yep.
you know, we would have got shot.
We would all been
You
there.
Yeah. been
know,
a body
I mean,
count.
if you notice
Yeah.
when they were busting down the window, the cops were standing right there just looking at them.
Yeah.
The only cops that had their guns were the ones inside.
Yeah.
And then they shot that lady, you know. But if
Because I
would've
think they were protecting the actual politicians.
Exactly,
That's why
they
the
were.
guns started going off over there.
you're 100%.
But if it would have
right.
been blacks and Chicanos
They
and
would've started- we would've
minorities,
never made it up the
we would have
steps.
never made it
No.
inside.
Nope.
And that's amazing, you know. And then what's really so sad about it is people say, "Oh, it's fake media, fake media." Don't listen to media. Listen to Trump, and you'll know he's a piece of caca.
Yeah.
Just listen to him talk, dude.
Yeah.
He'll go tell Bob Woodward, "Oh yeah, that's the worst epidemic that we're gonna ever come across," and then he goes out on TV, "Oh no,
Don't worry about it.
coronavirus ain't nothing."
Don't worry about it. It's not going to affect us.
Just
That's what he
listen to
says.
him.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, the people don't listen to him, dude. He's, you know, there's not too many
Well,
presidents.
he's a manipulator. He manipulates people, and people start believing what he's saying, and they follow.
The best one I can tell you right now. So they're trying to decide if they're going to give up the $600 or what they're going to do. So Republicans want to do $600. Trump had his guy in there the whole time. And soon as they agreed to the $600, what did Trump say? Let's give him 2,000.
Yeah.
And then the next day he signs on the 600. He made it look like he wanted to give him 2,000,
But it
in
was already
reality,
signed off.
It
was already
He
signed
wouldn't
off.
have given him 2,000.
Yeah,
He
no.
just tries to make himself look good,
Yeah.
and all them people fall for it.
Yeah, like, look,
That's
guys, I'm
ironic.
trying. Look, I'm trying, guys.
And he's I've never seen a president like him. And
That was amazing, scary, kind of entertaining. Just a weird, crazy presidency.
dude, it's just a big Ku Klux Klan rally.
Yeah.
That's all that is, bro.
Yeah, and you didn't see the Black Panthers coming back and all kinds of crazy shit when Obama got elected. But as soon as Trump got elected, here comes all the freaking KKK.
Why though?
And all
Because
that.
that's what he believes in. I mean, they say, oh, he's not racist. His grandpa was the wizard.
No.
KKK wizard, dude, the main one. He got sued from the DOJs 4 times for not letting black, Spanish, or Chinese rent his place. Smell the coffee.
Yeah.
He's the king of the people that can't think for themselves.
Yep.
I think it's just a big Klansman rally, is what I really think, you know, because
And it looked like that.
every Klansman, every different division, you know, what is that new one, the Bad Boys or Proud Boys or whatever?
Proud Boys.
Proud Boys.
Yeah, Proud Boys. Every little group, they were all there.
Yeah.
And they weren't expecting nothing. Why were you dressed up in army gear and all that
Yeah.
stuff? A lot of cops, a lot of veterans. You know, it's a Klansman thing. All them white people don't like us minorities. Get over it, bro.
You know what it really opened my eyes to is how much racism still exists.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
sad.
when you
It's
get
sad.
a leader, especially when you get a leader like him.
That's throwing logs on the fire.
Yeah, you know, before you can have Republicans and then you can have Democrats and then you can have in the middle.
Yeah.
Ever since them phones come out, bro, there's no middle no more.
No.
Yeah.
It's either you're Democrat or you're Republican and don't fucking talk to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got Republican friends, bro, don't talk to me, dude.
Yeah.
Because you're pretty ignorant.
Yeah.
You know, they blame everything on the Democrats. Oh, they're going to take away our guns. How many years have we been hearing that? And they haven't took away shit.
Yeah.
You know, they've been saying the Democrats are going to take away your guns. They feed them that false bullshit. And how many? I still got my gun. You got yours? You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, I believe in some of the stuff Republicans believe in. I believe in
Yeah,
a lot
so
of
do I.
stuff.
I go
Democrats
down the
believe.
middle, man.
Me
I
too.
like things about both sides,
Both
and I
sides.
think both sides have wrongs too.
100%,
Yeah.
dude. And I know them wrongs.
Yeah.
Because I don't need a news media to tell me, and I don't need nobody like Donald Trump to tell me shit. Because that's the last person I want my kid to respect is someone like him.
Yeah.
Ever. You know, all these churches go by Donald Trump. This dude's fucking porn stars, whores, while his wife's pregnant, and these guys are vouching for this guy? Come on, dude. He can walk up to a woman and grab her by her private. Now, let me ask you two gentlemen something. How many times have you ever said that? I've never said it either, and I've never heard no one ever say
Never.
they can walk up to a woman and grab them by their thing because of who they were. I've never heard that. So they could say it's locker room talk. It's bullshit because I've never heard it. And
I don't
come
think
from the
anybody
ghetto.
really said that until he said
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Then people
Yeah.
started making it into a joke
Yeah,
afterwards.
it's locker room talk, and
Yeah.
all these women believe them, dude.
Whatever.
Come on, dude.
Yeah,
it's
bullshit.
sad. I just hope to God that I pulled up in my neighborhood. I live around nothing but gringos where I live at in
Yeah.
Farmington, and I seen this old man, rich old man, stops. Hey, what's up, boss? You know what he told me? Oh, that goddamn Biden, they're gonna kill his ass. And I'm like,
No.
you sure are talking pretty violent, sir.
Yeah.
He said, oh no, I'm not violent. Listen to the way you're talking, dude.
Yeah.
Angry and
Angry.
Yeah.
For what did Biden do besides win?
I honestly thought that Obama was going to get shot when he first got elected.
All of us did. Well,
Yeah.
why? Because of
Because
where
he's
we're
black.
At. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you know, one thing about it, they say don't ever talk about religion, don't ever talk about politics, don't ever talk to me about politics because I hate Trump so bad. That
And we just been talking about it for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're talking about
I
it.
hate that guy with
Hey,
a passion.
I'm with you on that one, dude, and we don't need to keep going with
Yeah,
that. We
yeah.
actually said when we first started this podcast that we weren't, so we might edit that whole Donald Trump thing out.
Yeah,
There's religion. People frown upon religion and politics.
Yeah,
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do because we could be best buddies, but once you mention who you,
Something-
yeah. Then
and-
you could really blow
yeah.
up and
Yep. Real quick though, we got to give a shout out to our Idol Smeo sponsor. This is the extra lime, guys. Thanks
sir.
a lot.
Adios mio. The promotion code is still going up. 505 Uncut. Get $2 each off each bottle.
New flavor, Spanish olive, in stock. Shipments and the 15th though, he's not gonna be shipping out of New Mexico because you got to keep these babies cold, and when they gets warmed up, they tend to blow up in the mail.
Yeah.
well, that tells me there's not enough Chicanos around here. They're not going to abuse that shit.
No,
man.
no, not at
They're
all.
not going to let nothing go to waste.
Right. So
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna call it a night.
Tommy Ray, thank you.
Tommy Ray.
Thank you, my
guys.
friend.
Thanks, brother.
Appreciate you, brothers.
Appreciate you,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Yes.
Hey, you guys stay up and
Motivation.
you guys
Yeah.
keep doing
Yes.
what you're doing,
And you
brother.
too, keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, sir.